Hi, Q. I'm very happy to see that you signed up for the course. Let's take a look at your first set of essays. This is the one about education, whether it should be academic or more fun. Let's see what you wrote. Educating has always been a topic of many debates since it is believed by some that educating organizations should focus on making lessons more fun and engaging. Okay, I can tell you right now that I don't like educating. It felt wrong when you wrote educating the first time, but then educating organizations also feels a little strange. So I would like to change that around. And maybe the sentence will read better. So, how about this? Education. And you could have made this a little less wordy. So, how about this? Education is a topic of many debates since it is believed by some that institutions of learning should focus on making lessons more fun and engaging. Okay, or educational institutions or educational organizations. I just wanted to avoid education again, so I made it institutions of learning. Okay. However, others support the conviction that schools should only concentrate on providing knowledge. I believe that any institution, not any, but I believe that all institutions should adopt both opinions because spreading knowledge through entertaining activities is the most effective way of make this teaching, please, okay? This essay will analyze these two viewpoints and use examples from trusted sources to demonstrate points and support argument. S. All right, now I felt that your position was a little confusing. Um, because there are two different viewpoints. One viewpoint is that schools should just be places where we teach kids academic knowledge. That's it. All right, you're learning academics and we're done. And then other schools are like, well, no, we should also give these kids opportunities to have fun, enjoy themselves, entertain them, etc. Okay. So I don't see how they can coexist when you say I believe that they should have both opinions, because the one is like, no, academics purely only. So this doesn't really make sense to me. Um, Maybe what would have made more sense is if you had said, I believe that while education should be the focus, entertainment should be used to facilitate learning. Okay, so this way you're showing a kind of combined approach. Yes, academic knowledge, but do it in a way that makes it fun and entertaining. Okay, so if you had phrased it like this, it would have been better. So it's not like I support both opinions, but it's kind of like I'm taking a combination of the parts that I think are important. That to me sounds better. Okay? Now, the other thing that I want to point out to you is your paragraphs. Now, right now I'm concerned because look at how big your introduction is. Now, I took away a few words, right? But look how big it is compared to your body paragraphs. As an examiner, I look at this and I think, uh-oh, this candidate has probably written too much here and definitely has not developed the body paragraph enough. No way at any time should your introduction be longer than your body paragraphs. Okay? The introduction has a couple of very important roles to fill. It's supposed to show that you can rephrase the topic with your own language, and it's supposed to provide an opinion, a position about whatever you're being asked. That's it. So once you do those two things, you want to do them concisely, and then it's important to spend more time developing your body paragraph because that's where you have the potential to do better in task achievement. Okay? So try to condense this a little bit, try to economize, and then spend more time on your body paragraphs. Let's see what you said. The utmost importance of any educating body is to provide knowledge. This is because students need to obtain sufficient knowledge, again, knowledge, to choose a profession that suits their abilities, S, and successfully perform their job in the future. For example, occupations such as doctors or nurses, unlike other professions, need to obtain a multitude of knowledge. You don't say multitude of knowledge in order to save lives. Therefore, it is crucial that schools still maintain this crucial role in society. All right, look at this. Knowledge, knowledge, and then crucial, crucial. You really have to work on this. It's repetitive vocabulary, and you're missing some great opportunities to show the range of your vocabulary. So that's the first problem. The second problem is, like I said before, this is underdeveloped. Did you have one main idea that you developed and supported? Yes. Does it still feel like there was more to say about this? Absolutely. I can't really say that I love the example you gave us because when I'm thinking about educating bodies and whether schools should be entertaining, I'm thinking about primary secondary school. So this example of the doctors, I don't know. I mean, that maybe that would have been relevant if we were talking about university. Here in this context, I can't say that I completely agree with this. So what could you have said instead? Let's see. The utmost importance of educating any educating body is to provide knowledge. I got to tell you, I don't like this expression either, the utmost importance. That's incorrect. We say that something is of utmost importance. So you could have said, it is of utmost importance that educating bodies provide knowledge. That would have been okay. All right. Or you could have said the top priority of any educating body is to provide knowledge. All right, so a little bit of vocabulary here to make this make a little more sense and be more accurate. So let's see. This is because students need to obtain sufficient knowledge, not just to choose a profession, but to be competitive candidates in the job market in the future. Okay, and then you could talk about how um, the stakes, not the stakes, let's use a different word. Entrance exams for prestigious schools and universities have become so cutthroat that students need to um, prioritize academic learning uh, in order to perform well in these examinations. Okay, and then you could say this type of learning begins very early, even at primary school, and must be continued throughout the child's education. Okay, so that's what I would have done. And then I could have maybe even said, clearly, when this is the goal, there is no place for fun and games and entertainment. Okay, so that's how I would develop this paragraph. And you can see that I said quite a few things about it. But it's just essentially one idea, just like yours, okay? All right, let's look at your next paragraph. However, the process of acquiring knowledge should be more engaging. This is due to the fact that some traditional teaching methods are no longer effective in today's day and age. Hence, they could be deemed as dull for students, especially young learners. That's a great sentence. Long but good. A survey carried out by Birmingham Secondary School revealed that student attendance increased twofold, not by twofold, it increased twofold since this organization integrated games into each lesson. Consequently, despite the main role schools hold, lessons should be made intriguing to attract learners. Okay, it's good. I like that. I'm still looking at the length here, which makes me think that you really need to cut this out a little, okay? But it's fine. To conclude from the arguments and examples given above, I hold the opinion that the learning process should be entertaining, but still provide, because it should and it should provide. So it should be entertaining, but still provide enough knowledge and skills to assist students later in life. It is evident that in the future, more fun and interactive teaching methods will be introduced into the classroom to make studying not only informative, but also enticing. Okay, that's great. I like this. Yeah, so this is really good in a lot of ways. Some really good language, some mistakes, but I hope you understand what it is I would like you to fix here. Part of it was vocabulary, okay, where you had a lot of those repeat words. You have to avoid that. And then, of course, what we talked about in terms of the development of your paragraphs. This is just way too long. This needs to be developed more fully. And again, with examples that are more concrete and more applicable to what we're actually talking about. Okay, your notes. Great. Now let's take a look at this one about doing the enjoyable activity. Building children's imagination and essential skills has drawn considerable public attention. Now, why is it has? Because your noun, your subject is this ing. It's building. Okay? You've got a gerund as a subject, and so your verb needs to show that it's a single subject. Building children's imagination and essential skills has drawn considerable public attention. People have been arguing whether reading can help with this type of training or if an engaging activity should be required. All right, it's not a question, it's an indirect question. I believe that learning through play is the best way to garner skills and improve creativity in children. This essay will analyze my viewpoint and use examples from trusted sources to demonstrate points and support arguments. S. It's not one argument, it's multiple. All right, it's lovely. Let's keep going. Firstly, there are numerous more effective activities to boost creativity. Hold on. Compared to what? You've got this comparative here. Okay, more effective. All right, what are you comparing it to? Are you comparing it to reading? We can assume that, but when you're writing an essay like this, you never want your reader to assume. You have to really spell it out. So let's do that. Firstly, there are numerous more effective activities than reading to boost creativity. The main reason, the main reason for this is reading might limit one's imagination from developing since they do not have a full picture of, for example, an animal. It is extremely difficult for them to imagine an unfamiliar creature. Whereas if they learn through watching cartoons, they can observe the 3D animation and even how these animals move, hence improving their imagination. Okay. A survey conducted by Columbus Primary School showed that children who learn through watching animation videos can draw 50% better than those who only read books and look at pictures. Okay. As a result, it is now encouraged to expose pupils to animation, singular, rather than long blocks of text, so they can cultivate their creativity more quickly. Okay, I may have a question with your argument, but it's fine. This is not a test of ideas per se. What you said was fine. You basically said that other activities help develop creativity more. You told me why reading cannot, and then you had an alternate suggestion. You suggested watching cartoons. So that's fine. Let's keep going. Secondly, children can learn a multitude of social skills through play. This is due to the fact that various social skills can only be learned through social interaction. Okay, again, social. You don't have to do this. So this is due to the fact that various skills can only be learned through social interaction. That's it. You already said social skills here, so you don't have to repeat social again. Children, while playing, pick up these skills from their playmates, which is impossible if, okay, some of this language here is a little strange. How about this? While playing, comma, children pick up these skills from their playmates, which is impossible to do if they stay home reading. For example, they can learn turn-taking skills while playing games or practice sharing their toys with others. Therefore, doing an enjoyable activity is the most effective way for children to naturally pick up essential skills. Okay, that's good. To conclude from the arguments and examples given, I hold the opinion that in order for young children to develop their imagination and skills holistically, schools and families should shift their focus from reading to play. It is evident that in the future, more fun and interactive activities will be introduced to children for better skills acquisition. Lovely. All right, so I really like the language of this. I thought a lot of it was very good. As you move throughout the course, I'd like to see maybe a little more development of your ideas. Just do a fast word count here. I know you did fine. I mean, it was, Yeah, it was 331 words. Yeah. No, so this one was fine. Um, this one was also in that range, a little less, I think. Let me see this one. Yep, this was 298. Okay. So yeah, I mean it's fine. Like I said, here I told you I wanted less introduction, more body. Um here I thought you did fine. You did develop this paragraph considerably more than you did this paragraph. Like take a look at the lines. You've got about 6 lines here, and then here you've got 9. So it's about like 33% more. Um, so think about that a little bit. I'm not saying that you have to be obsessive and, have the same number of lines or words in both paragraphs, but it's just something to think about. I kind of felt after I read this, even though I know you're, considerably well over the 250 word suggested minimum, I still kind of felt like, I wonder if there was more to be said about this. I did have that question, but I thought you did a good job in general. Okay, so it's a great first set. I'm really excited. I think you're definitely off to the right, definitely right on the. I can't speak today. I apologize. I think you're definitely on the right track. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. So keep at it. Go ahead and correct these, add to your error correction list, and let's see another set of essays from you in the next day or so you can keep up your momentum. Okay? I'm looking forward to it. Good luck to you.